It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, it's a Friday. It's the end of yet another work week, and I have you covered with a Masterpiece Friday edition of the Daily Doug. We're going back to music from Led Zeppelin today, and I'm happy that you are with me. I'm actually going back into the Daily Doug vault for a reaction that I filmed in late February for our Fan Favorites series. That month, we were working through some of our favorite acoustic performances, and I've already shared Led Zeppelin's The Battle of Evermore that won and led that Patreon countdown. And now I am pleased to go back to music from Led Zeppelin with my reaction to Robert Plant and Jimmy Page performing the Rain song from their MTV Unplugged performance. So it was not the first time that I have heard the Rain song. Back in early February of 2022, I heard Led Zeppelin's Houses of the Holy in its entirety for my Patreon community. That was one of our Extended Play Lounge episodes. So I heard the studio version of the Rain song at that time. But this was my first time hearing this very special version of the song, so I am pleased to share my reaction of this acoustic version, live version of Rain Song with y'all now. I am going to move on to the next song on our list, and it's one that I've heard before. It's the Rain song from Led Zeppelin. Ringo sent this one in, and he says, in 1994, I was a junior in high school. The guitarist and vocalist from Led Zeppelin reunited to play on MTV Unplugged. They were joined by Charlie Jones of The Cult on bass and Michael Lee on the drums. For the unplugged version of this Houses of Holy song, Jones played a double bass. Fun. So I originally heard Rain Song as part of my Extended Play Lounge episode on Houses of the Holy, and I believe that was about 2 years ago, maybe last year, I can't remember. But it's been a long time, and I did put it on YouTube, but I haven't gone back and re-listened to this one in quite some time. So I'll be eager to hear it here for the first time in quite some time. This is an acoustic version of the Rain song from Led Zeppelin. Off we go. Again, the crowd is going wild.
It is the springtime of my loving, the second season I'm to know. You are the sunlight in my growing.
So Jimmy's just playing around on that G chord, and he goes to C here.
I felt before.
It's a G chord, and he's changing some of the voicings up top.
I watched the fire that grew so low.
Back to G is a major chord. Love the real strings, y'all. That's like a G minor 7 to the C. Goes to show you don't have to reinvent the harmonic wheel. Come up with the piece of music that has really grounded rhetoric and understanding and communicative power, you know? Four major seven. Two. To one.
It is the summer of my smiles. Flee from me, keepers of the bloom. Speak to me only with your eyes. It is to you I give this tune. It isn't hard to recognize home. These things are clear to all from time to time. Oh,
Finally gives it the pull to resolve the C. He continually makes that G chord unstable so it can pull to the next chord. 2 to 5.
yeah. I felt the coldness of my winter. I never thought it would ever come. I cursed the gloom that's in upon it.
Flat 7.
But I know that I love you so. Ooh, yeah.
Don't mind him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mind that, Robert.
I know that I love you so. These are the seasons of emotion. And like the wind, they rise and fall. This is a wonder of devotion. I see the torch we all must hold. This is a mystery of the quotient.
And don't go overboard, Robert.
Just a little rain. Oh, yeah. Just a little rain. Oh, yeah.
This is amazing. Classic tune. Seven. suspension on that second scale degree at the end. What a great tune. Rain Song. I enjoyed that. I remember enjoying it the first time. That was really special, though, to have them there with the string section, with the big basses and cellos. Doesn't get any better, friends. Verse 4, these are the seasons of emotion, and like the wind they rise and fall. This is the wonder of devotion. I see the torch we all must hold. This is the mystery of the quotient. Quotient upon us all, upon us all, a little rain must fall. The rain song. Yeah, life's going to bring you rain sometimes, friends, but just know that I love you so. Great stuff, great stuff. It's such a special song, isn't it, y'all? I mean, I understand. I understand why my patrons upvoted and got 2 Led Zeppelin songs into our fan favorites acoustic songs countdown. Jimmy Page is one of the greats on the guitar. That goes without saying, but it's the voicings and the touch that he has that just really makes that instrument come alive. And it was a really special performance. The live album that emerged from this MTV Unplugged event was released in October of 1994, just a few months after it was recorded live in Great Britain and in Morocco. The album that emerged is called No Quarter, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant UnLedded, which is a pretty cool name for that album. The reunion of these 2 musicians was highly anticipated. Led Zeppelin had made the difficult decision to break up the band after the death of drummer John Bonham in 1980. And so when Jimmy and Robert came back together, I'm not sure why John Paul Jones was not invited to be a part of this reunion. In fact, I read that Jones was not even informed about this project until it happened. And he was apparently unhappy. I would have been too. But not only was he not included in the reunion, but when they named this No Quarter, he was unhappy because No Quarter became a part of the naming of the album. And seeing as though the song No Quarter had largely been the result of his work, right? So John Paul Jones had a beef there, I think a legitimate one. The original track listing on the 1994 release, by the way, does not even include the Rain Song, which I thought was fascinating when I came upon it. I'm like, it had to be there, but it wasn't. It wasn't until 2004 on the 10th anniversary reissued version of that recording that some of the new songs that were originally included got left out, and these other songs, including Rain Song, were added back in. Cool, right? And come to find out, there's a DVD release of the same project that includes What Is and What Should Never Be, and When the Levee Breaks, which neither of those songs appear in either of the CD releases, the audio-only releases of that album. So they make you work for it a little bit to get all of the songs, don't they? But nevertheless, it's a great thing, and I'm continuing to work through Led Zeppelin's discography and their output, and I'm sure that I'll return to more of their work soon, but I believe that's going to be all for today, my friends. I thank you for being with me, and we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.
It's the Daily Doug. Welcome to the Daily Doug. The Daily